Welcome! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you guys are tired from sitting in the boat for such a long time, so let's get a quick stretch down. Okay, so, right now, do you know where you are? No? Well, you're on the land of the traditional territory of the coastal Salish people. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Jet Sun, and I'm a graduate student at UBC. Currently, I'm studying Indigenous cultures, and right now, I have the privilege of being a tour guide for you all. First of all, let's keep walking. So, sorry if the ground's a bit gravelly, but that's how it is here in BC. So, Indigenous people grew up on the traditional territory alongside the BC coast, and these are who we call the coastal Salish people. And it's gonna be an awesome experience for me to share my insight from what I've been learning and how I've been living here for most of my life. And first, you see those cool houses over there? Well, these are called traditional longhouses. They're communal living spaces made of cedar, and they play a central role in the community's life, and families are designated inside, and architecture are both symbolic and functional. They represent community in Indigenous culture. Now, who wants to try some salmon bits? Here, I have some. Well, these yummy salmon bits, they're not only important in Indigenous culture, but they cannot be understated. Salmon, they're not only a dietary staple, but they're also abundant and a symbol of resilience. The Indigenous prepare salmons in many different ways. And right now, what you're trying is dried smoked salmon. Hello there, Mr. Jet. My name is Adrian Garcia, and I was wondering, what are these special clothes you're wearing? Oh, these right here? What I'm wearing is clothes made from cedar bark and other natural materials. It's pretty practical, and it's not just that, but it's my artistic expression. It's how I can show that I can connect with the nature. And the designs on my clothings and other clothings usually tell a story. Right now, this design, it shows a story about a trickster, a fox, and a dog. Now, let me tell you more stories in the future when we get to the hotel. You're probably wondering right now, what languages do they speak? Well, the Indigenous, they speak a special language, and each band and sector speaks a different language. And the coastal Salish, they speak a dialect called the Lushoot Seed. And this language, it teaches knowledge and stories. And right now, there has been a massive effort to revive all these Indigenous languages and dialects, as they have a vital role in maintaining cultural semblance. And wow, that's a big word, but hey, that's just how it is. Hey, I have a little question, and I'm here to answer. You see that old man over there? I'm just wondering, why are they gathered in a group, and why is he talking to a bunch of little kids over there? Well, I can explain to you. So, what you see over there is what we call oral tradition. And in an Indigenous community, usually the family and the extended family lives together in a house, and everyone shares some responsibilities and resources. But the old man we see in the middle, his name, he is classified as the elder. His crucial role is that he teaches and passing down tradition and stories and knowledge to the younger generation. This is how they learn. And what they do is called oral learning. The sense, and they build community and independence. Them having strong independence for one another shows that everyone has a role in the Indigenous community, as some might be a salmon fisher, or others might be cedar carvers. Now, let's keep walking. Oh, so you see those beautiful and tall totem poles over there? Well, these totem poles, They're like a marking in the indigenous history. Each one is an intricate design and is a symbol telling stories and representing their ancestral spirits. With all these spiritual stuff, spiritual belief is a big thing in indigenous culture. Everything is often interconnected, like the land and the trees and us and the salmon. Well, because of the spiritual significance, there are many ceremonies and rituals celebrating the connection between the physical and the spiritual world. And these totems are symbols of the animals and the forefathers of the indigenous. So so now you must be wondering, how do they carve these beautiful, tall wooden structures? Well, the carving of cedar wood is as is a big thing in indigenous culture. As cedar trees are, as there's abundant amount of cedar trees, the carving of cedar wood are used to make canoes, totem poles, tools, and clothing. And cedar carving, they're passed down. They're a skill passed down through generations. Do you know from who? From elders who teach the younger ones. And that's how unique stories, and you can see how everything is connected as elders tell their unique stories and everyone learns. One thing is connected to another. All the food are connected to the salmons, and the salmon connected to life, the cedars to the elders. Everything is connected, from land to the spirits to us. In indigenous cultures, everything's connected. Now, I would like to open the floor for some questions. Feel free to ask anything while you guys are waiting. While you guys are thinking, I'll be sitting here and eating my oatmeal. Nom, 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 nom.
Hello, I'm Gordon Young from Caltech University, and I was wondering, can you explain the connection between the first people and the natural environment, as I'm confused about how it all works?
Well, first of all, great question. The First Nation community is deeply intertwined with their land and nature, as this land is considered a traditional land, and traditional land given to them by the greater God. And it's not a land that can be used for random reasons. They understand that the provider and caretaker, that they are the provider and caretaker of this land, and that they need to live in harmony with the land and nature. And for that, they have to have sustainable practices such as selective harvesting and learning knowledge and logical stuff passed down from elders. Also, they have such a deep connection that they even host ceremonies and events to celebrate. As such, the salmon run and the changing seasons are all cultural events that enforces the connection that they have with the nature and the land. It symbolizes death, life, and mirrors the natural world. It is great, and they believe that they are the stewards of this environment. It shows a great reflection of their deep spiritual connection. Why don't we get on moving? Because I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me talk and yip yap. So you'll be staying here at the hotel tonight. And this is the land of the coastal Salish people. Thank you.